Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Kartika Nair and you're watching Synchro Shakti. Today we have another special guest with us, Vibha Mahajan, who is a student of Synchro Shakti Academy, specifically 90 Days Abundance course of ours. And she went from earning a crore a year approximately to earning crores in a month, and today, and all within a short period of time, within a year or so. So today we're going to find out her story, her journey, all of her magical tips and tricks for all of us to up our financial game. So welcome, Viba. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you so much, Kartika. It's really amazing opportunity that I'm here talking to you directly. Yes, I have done the 90-day abundance and we interacted so much over those 90 days. And still, we are part of that group and you always give your tips and tricks on that and how that helped me. I just want to share that too. I mean, because it's about when you tell people sometimes even a small thing that helps everyone. And that's what I did. I mean, I have my whole journey, which I can tell you in another 5-10 minutes, and how your kind of experience of all those years helped me. So if you want to ask the question or you want to
I will. Okay. So before we started, I was just mentioning to her, I said, see, we've kind of been rescheduling this interview for a long time. Since sometime in 2022, we've been rescheduling it. And during that time, the policy of the channel itself changed from, we didn't want to put too many promotional things on the channel. We wanted to keep it. So she said, it's okay. Those who need to find me will find me. And I said, okay, reach the person who really knows alignment, really understands how the universe works. My heart just like went in from, I was like a bit scared, like, how do I tell her? And then I was like, I don't have to worry. This is a beautiful soul who understands. So I'm really excited to hear your perspectives on life because you already hit the ballpark on one brilliant perspective. So now, let the first question I want to ask is, what was your financial journey before earning in crores a month? What was that journey like?
Okay, I'll start little before, I'll go a little back to my journey when I was in India, because I moved to UK in 2005. And before that, I was in Chandigarh working in Punjab University as a lecturer. So that was from 98 till 2005, very well settled with my family. I had a son and a daughter, which was like, at that time, 9 and 6 years old. And then in 2004, before 2005, when I moved to UK, there was a personal I hit a crisis. My husband died because of the health condition. So I moved to UK as a single parent. So moving from a country, well-settled job, children going to very good school, then you move as a single parent to altogether a new country where you don't know. And I didn't know even a single person in this country. So setting up everything from 2005 till 2000, I would say 13, 14, that journey was like my relationship with universe, God, spirit was in a way that, oh God, I want this. Please do this. Please do this. And I used to get the things. But then there was no that kind of peace of mind. There never used to be that kind of, once you have got it, maybe those things are not right for me. And the last thing I think I asked God was, my daughter was doing a medical entrance 2013. And I said, oh, my daughter should get admission in medical college. And as God gave me all the times, he gave me that as well. But come to a point after that, 2015, one day she came to me and she said that I want to drop from medical school. I don't want to pursue the medical education. I think that was one first hitting point on me, that I looked back to my life, that whatever I asked from universe, God, I got it. But then somehow, starting from my love marriage, starting from my job in India, starting from my children, everything, whatever I asked, I got it. And then somehow I had to leave my job in India. My family was kind of disturbed. Then I moved here. So it was so many things happened throughout my life. And 2015, when she said, then I said, okay, I need to go back and review where I'm doing wrong. I was knowing what is law of attraction. I was following knowingly and unknowingly that, but then I had to change I had to go back and read more
Relearn the law
about.
of attraction.
Yes, absolutely. My brother had introduced me to law of attraction in 2007 to the book The Secret. But that time I didn't understand a word of that. I was thinking how that is possible. And so it was in 2015, I revisited all those things and my perspective of life started changing. So that was first turning point in 2015, that I thought that, okay, whatever happens, that happens for a reason. Now, as Kartika mentioned, that we were rescheduling this interview for so long, I think again, it is happening at a very right moment, because it has been a year I did her course, and I will share more in the coming, 10, 15 minutes, that how this is the right time. Because yes, it didn't happen at that time, our interview, maybe it was for a good reason. So now I feel in a way that whatever happens, whenever it happens, it's the perfect divine alignment or arrangement, or that is the perfect time. It's not good, bad, or it has to happen before or after.
Correct.
So 2015, this thing happened, and then I revisited, and then my life dramatically started changing. 2016, I met a wonderful person, my present husband, and I'm probably, when you are in a good relationship, you feel that that's the best person on this planet. So I would also say that I'm married to the best person on this planet, because we have all those kind of love, respect, everything what you can ask in a relationship.
So I need to pause here. So in case anybody out there doesn't believe that such things are possible, that you could have beautiful marriages and love and respect, here's another proof that these things are real. So yes, go ahead.
Although in my first marriage, it was a love marriage, but again, that thing also, I fought with the God that I want to marry this person, but later you realize maybe that's not a right marriage for you. But so you have to trust the universe, you have to trust what is coming your way.
Yeah.
So 2016, I got married, and then I started my property investment journey, and it was booming. It was going very well. Did some investments. We started doing together. My husband is a doctor. He's an ophthalmologist. But again, we started our property investments 2017, which went all very good. And now, again, after 3-4 years, everyone comes at a point where you are sometimes little low in your life. So that hit me again 2021, not because of any financial challenges, but my challenges at that time was slightly different. I was based in London. My husband was based in Glasgow. So we were commuting pretty much every week. And it's like by drive, it's an 8-hour journey. By flight, it's 1-hour journey. So when I met, first of all, for Kartika, for your audience information, I didn't know about Kartika before July 2021 even. So that time some video popped up, and I started watching more about her. And Kartika, I've heard so many people saying on your channel, and I just relate with everything what they say. And I want to say something, you have that divine connection with everyone, that people listen to you. You have that magnetic aura, that people get connected with you, that you have to get, stuck on that channel, and you have to watch everything what is there. Then I think in November, and what challenges I was facing that time, and now I don't even say those are challenges, those are just situations, but how you deal with those situations. Because my daughter left medicine, she did her master's, she was on a startup actually. And that time I was entrusted to join Kartika's 90 Days Abundance, which we started in 1st December 2021.
One moment. So we have a little piece of stories missing here. So how did you find 90-Day Abundance? You just connected. So you found me on YouTube. You connected to the videos. You started watching everything. Then you came across a webinar, I'm assuming. And then you came to... Okay. All right.
Yes. So webinar was somewhere in November, and the 90 Days Abundance it was starting on 1st of December. So there it was one special offer you were giving at that time, that you send a voice note and you will send a reply on any questions you have particularly. So that was somewhere around middle of November. And that was the point where my daughter was setting up her business, and I wanted to help her, because my now situation was not only to improve my financial thing, but my job wasn't in London. And I remember I wrote Kartika email as well as voice note, 3-4 things. One was that I want to start some income so that I can move to Glasgow. I want to support my daughter in her business.
Yes, I remember the
And
emails.
third was that I want to write a book, because the book I started was in 2016 and never got completed. It was, you write few pages, then you put it on a back shelf and you say that, okay, I will do it. It was not coming to me. And somehow it was not only the money, it was how I can connect to people, how I can help people, how I can and I remember that when I joined 90-day program as well, even in our WhatsApp, even in the group also, which is on Telegram, I was putting in the message that I want to make videos and I want to help people. And everyone was saying, okay, you start that. Everyone was very supportive, but I didn't have that kind of confidence in me, that whether what I will tell people, whether
They'll
that will
listen, yeah.
they will understand, or I will be able to make them understand, whether I'll be relatable to them. uh I'll come to those things again. So this was kind of the things I was going on in my mind. And I approached Kartika, and she sent me a voice note. I was listening yesterday and going back into those memory lane. And then she said, you don't have to kind of figure out that the income has to come only from this source, that, oh, this business only you have to support for your daughter or something, and then only, okay, may 3 lakh or 4 lakh comes from here. It can come from anywhere. You have to be open to ideas. It could be any passive income, which I knew. It's not that I don't know those things, but you need sometimes someone to hold your hand, who has so much of experience, who has kind of put people back on track. So that was what I was going through end of 2021. We did the 90 days abundance, where it was 5 a.m. thing. So my time used to be 11:30 or 12 a.m.
Yeah.
And we used to really enjoy those accountability groups and did all that.
Who dance at like the 5 and 1 in the
Yes,
morning.
yes, absolutely. And I don't know what triggered those within, I think we started 1st December, and by middle of December, I was totally kind of transformed person. And I said, no, I have to go back and write my book. There was nothing else on my mind. I wanted to go back and do my book. I started working on my book again. That was one thing. Kartika suggested how you have to structure your day. It doesn't has to be you have to work 10 hours. It's like four hours. I mean, those things, I have read all those books. But again, I wanted to revisit all those law of attraction books. Again, went back to read Power of Now. Again, went back to read many other books, which kind of open up your perspective. Because every book, when you read, after a while, it gives you a different perspective.
Yeah.
It gives you a different, you learn the meaning in a very different way
Yeah.
in your status of
And
life.
you'll also pick out things that you missed out the first time that you read, because it wasn't meant for your conscious awareness at that time. It's in the next stage of your evolution where that thing, oh, I didn't realize that I missed this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So then 1st January, I wrote 21 things which I wanted. So it was 22 years started, and I wrote around 21 things which I wanted in my life. And 31st December, when I was looking back on those things, and I was listening to one of Kartika's video as well, and which she said that you should write the things in a way that you say on 31st December that, oh, how amazing this is that I have done it.
Yeah.
So I wrote 21 things. And when I was looking back on 31st December 2021, out of those 21 things, Kartika, even this is first time I'm telling you, I never emailed you about this, 17 things got complete, manifested. Out of which was that I want to write 2 books. December, when I joined your program, not even one was in picture. First book came out on 1st of May. Second book, and that was on law of attraction. That was my life story and how I manifested my things. There was no picture of second book. No kind of, I never thought that I will be doing second book, but I wrote it. on 1st January. And my idea was, because I come from a finance background, I have been in a teaching profession, I have a lot of financial qualifications, I do property business. So I thought I will write something on money. That was my thing, that I will write, but I wanted to write something for teenagers also, that how I
excuse me, sorry.
help teenagers. Bless you.
Thank you.
How I can help teenagers for money, how they can make their financial journey more successful. Because law of attraction is one, like in my book also I mentioned, it's not only financial, it's your health, your relationship, all those things are important. But having said that, yes, money is a very bigger part of all of our lives. So I wanted to write the book on that, but I wanted to write on teenagers. But then somehow I started searching books for teenagers for law of attraction. And I couldn't find very good books. So then I wrote a book on a real story of a teenager, how he manifested his desired life. And that boy was turning 20. He was like, as a teenager, he was turning up 20 on 5th of September. So my book came on 5th of September while he was as a teen. So between May and September, the second book came, which I had no clue.
5 months.
What I will do, when I will do, how it will come up. And that's what Kartika says. Don't worry about how. And that's what she told me in her voice note. Don't worry, because that was my problem. I used to start going back that how this will happen. How should I do it? To take things in control. So the thing is, leave it, let it go, visualization, imagination, those things which we learned on the 90 days abundance thing, you have to just imagine the things which we all know, visualization. And then I started my channel also on 23rd of March, which was again 1st January. There was no clue I will do, when I will do, but I had written that.
So 1st January you wrote it, March you happened to open it, but it was like just in the flow, it just happened. You didn't like, you didn't put it like the date, this is the day I'm going to open it. It just naturally happened.
It was just 2021. I wrote 21 things. So one was the channel. I wrote, I want to do 2 books. Then one thing I wrote, that I am living happily with my husband, like we are living together at one place. And and it happened so organically that my daughter moved to Dubai in August. I mean, they were in London, and I was kind of, it's, you want to be with them. They are in their 20s, but still, you want to be with them to help them and grow their business. And then my son started his own journey. And so it was so organically that I didn't have to, but before that, 6 years, 2016 till 2021, 5-6 years, we were trying that, oh, when can I move there? When can I move there? So everything happened so organically.
Without having to worry or overthink, even notice what is happening. It's just happening.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's not only one, Kartika mentioned about the financial thing, that I don't know how things happened. It was coming from property business. It was coming from mentoring for property. I started mentoring the students. I started sharing my knowledge and information. Just the purpose was to share. Either it was through YouTube channel for law of attraction, or it was through my property journey, or so this was the financial changes. Then August, my son started some property business, and now we are doing that business together in a way. So it was not only at that point, I thought that I'll be supporting my daughter. Now we are working together as a team, like all 3 of us and my husband as well. So kind of 4 of us on different projects.
Right.
Now, I think I didn't even put in the thing, but obviously now it's not only about the money, the things which life gave me, or that program gave me, to open up my vision and give me a little push, put me back on track on the same things which everyone says. But the way you do it, or the way you help someone to kind of, follow that so effortlessly. Another thing I would say, Kartika, I used to started doing in my life, like you say, don't do as a kind of structured thing that you have to do half an hour this or 1 hour this. Make it as a habit. Like if you are having shower or something, bless your health. If you're having food, then you are blessing your health. Or if you're going to your work, bless your workplace. So it comes automatically. It's a part of the way of
Lifestyle.
life you will start living.
Yeah.
That it becomes a part of you, rather than forcing yourself that you have to do it. And you're feeling beating up yourself that
Yes,
you
when you're
haven't
not
done
doing
it.
it, exactly. Yeah, it
Yeah,
just becomes
so
a
both
natural.
way.
Yeah, it's a part of your, it's the part of the self-love journey also. It's like, when I have a child, how would I parent this child, right? When I would do this to the kid, I would show him his light or her the light and value. When I'm bathing the kid, I would say nice affirmations that you're getting cleansed, whatever. I do the same thing to myself, right? And it becomes like a default habit to live that way. It just comes suddenly in your mind. You're like, yeah, I'm blessing myself. Yeah.
So in 2021 end, when I wrote to Kartika, the thing was that, I want to, if I get this much income, then I will leave my day job and then I will move to Glasgow and
I'm
we'll live
remembering
together.
all these emails
You
now.
remember that words? Yeah. And then I don't know how things happened. August, I left the job and everyone was asking me, what will you do? And I'm so busy after that. Fine. I'm getting so much money and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I'm traveling now. At the moment, I am in Dubai because my daughter is also based here. So it's kind of, life is so beautiful and effortless. And another thing I would say is, now the things are in my mind in a way that whatever I write or whatever I say, those things are going to come true for me.
Yeah.
And that
So there's
happens.
no doubt about it anymore. Now you're like,
Yes,
I know that I can create. Yeah.
it is going to happen and it happens. And now the thing is, like, even if it doesn't happen, very good. It doesn't happen, that means something else
That
better is
now
going to happen.
I mean, that's the thing. I always tell in classes that, okay, if something did not happen, there is a reason. Either you have to keep aligning yourself, get your alignment right, or something else is there and you're not seeing it. That's what you said. I prayed to God for this specific thing. I fought with him. I said, no, this person only, this thing only,
Yes,
and
yeah,
then turns out, oh, that wasn't the right thing for me. And I was, this was something
absolutely.
better. If it doesn't, and especially relationships, the person needs to love you too. It's not like you keep trying to pull them and they don't love you. You have to know that there is a higher self that can see a bigger screen. From the top of the mountain you get a better view than at the bottom of the mountain, and you might assume things at the bottom thinking that you know the whole thing when you don't. There's so many more elements. You got to trust it. So yes, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, that's very true what you're saying. Asking about the same person, then I said, I want to work in Punjab University, where I was living, Chandigarh. It's an amazing university. I did my PhD from there. I got that job, left it, came to nowhere where I didn't had a job. So looking back, whatever I asked, I got it. But then did it stay with me? Maybe it was not the right thing for me. Maybe I moved country. Maybe I'm so happy and blessed
So I have
now.
a question here. So at this point, people are going to ask, how would you know what is the right thing for you? How did you know what is the right thing for you?
In terms of okay, people say that, like, do things till you find your passion. I sometimes even say that, do things passionately. I mean, it may not be one thing, it may be multiple things you can do at the same time. So I'm writing books, I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing business, I'm doing even my teaching, I'm doing mentoring. I don't know, but I'm enjoying the things. I'm not, like, you won't believe, Kartika, I was here few days back, we were in Sri Lanka traveling. It is 5.5 hour difference between Sri Lanka, and I was working till 2 a.m. And my husband was saying, oh, I'm feeling so bad for you. I said, I'm enjoying so
Enjoying
much
it.
sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
So
a lot of people
I
feel
think
so
it's when
bad.
you are having,
Yeah. You're
when
actually,
you are
you're
having
actually
that happiness
energizing yourself
within.
by working. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I came, my son on one Friday. I mean, I share this story with everyone. My son said, "Oh, what are you doing?" I said, I finished my dinner and everything." He said, "Oh, let's go for dinner." So I was messaging to everyone that Friday night, a 24-year-old boy is having dinner with his mother, and he's saying, "Oh, you are my mentor." These are the things which you appreciate more in life. Money is definitely important. There is no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
Yeah.
But with money, the relationship, it's not only between husband and wife, the children, like 24, my daughter is 27. So the kind of relationship we have, we came here, now she has arranged all the sightseeing, everything. It's those kind of things which you get in return. They are priceless.
Yeah.
They are kind of the things, these are the memories. And
Yeah.
then you are more aligned with the things. So your question is that what is right? I think whatever is giving you happiness and peace of mind, yes, of course, it need to bring money as well. And that is kind of, I am just going with the flow. You
Okay.
don't know what is behind the door, not to say no. You
Yeah.
don't know what that opportunity will bring you. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of open to ideas. If tomorrow something comes, yes, I'm happy to do. If that kind of brings me peace of mind, and I'm helping people. And that was another thing I wrote in January, that I'm helping people through my property, through my law of attraction thing, and both were happening. I mean, YouTube channel I opened in March. I think within a month or two, it was monetized. It's not about the monetization, but the kind of, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
Kartika, you
that's a
could
big
have
deal.
imagined
Yeah. It took me like
12,
6 years to
13
get
years,
monetized. So
12, 13 years, which you are doing, the kind of messages you get from people. That is the main, your award, your reward, whatever you call it. That is what, how, like, even if I'm sharing the
yeah.
my journey with you, and it is, you see that how many lives you touch, and it's not only the person who attended your program, it's a ripple effect.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You,
It exactly, yeah.
so
Yeah.
you touched one person, or you changed, or you didn't, maybe you didn't change, you helped them, you just showed them the way. You just showed them, and they did whatever they did. And that's what I tell people, that I can't change your life, but you can change your life.
Yeah.
So it's not that I can do anything for them, but yes, you feel so contented, you feel so happy, and you feel so blessed that you have an opportunity to do that. I mean, I can work if I need to 18 hours, 20 hours of work, but
Yeah.
I'm working wherever I am.
Yeah.
Like, I'm working, I don't have to be with that 9 to 5 trap. It's not that, I was enjoying that job also. I was
So,
blessing that. I
so
was very happy
I
on
have
those things.
I have to exactly. You just said that. So it's not about what is right for you, what is wrong for you. Actually, it's not that something is wrong for you. It's just that it was the right piece of the puzzle, or the right piece of the pathway to bring you to what was your passion. So everything played a role in your life by showing you that don't go with compulsion that I have to go to this university because of certain intellectual ideas I have, but not really tapping into what is your calling. But then all of these kind of brought you to your calling, and you said one day, okay, now I know what I don't want. Now what do I want? I want to help people. I want to have these perks. I want to have this financial stability, which you wrote in Jan 2021. And then 30th is when you came a full circle, and things just happened automatically over the year. Yes, go ahead.
So as I said that you were saying that we rescheduled this interview, I think it's a right time now, because I can give a year kind of perspective. Things didn't happen on 1st January. Things didn't happen on 2nd January or May or June when we were scheduling
Yeah.
the interview or this meeting. It didn't happen. It was not supposed to happen. Very good. It will happen at the right time.
Yeah.
But when you connect the dots at the back, you know why it didn't happen. Because I wanted to share the whole journey,
Whole
the whole
journey,
story with
whole
everyone.
story. And the
So
story was
the
still evolving even after rescheduling, the story
absolutely.
was evolving. And then here we are
Because
with
at that time
people.
it would be just financial. At that time it would be, okay, I wrote a book. Yes, it's not a big thing, but I see in my life it's 360-degree. My relationship, my financial thing, my peace of mind, my spiritual journey, so much it has evolved since then. So it's not only one aspect. You may have done this like and I approached you, I didn't approach you for any spiritual journey or any relationship, because it was not the, it was mainly more focused on how you kind of
Grow your
increase your
business.
scale up your business and those kind of things, which is especially if people are a professional, self-employed, or they are doing it, it makes remarkable difference. And it's not only me, people have shared so many stories after that, and it's not the first and the last program you have done, it's,
We're
you have
doing,
done
I
so
told you,
many
we're
before
doing
that.
90 Days Abundance again, 2023. We haven't figured out which is the date. We may not do the main sessions will be allowed for people to go through over the week with whatever we did with the second batch of this program, but we'll have lives every week to kind of get people to ask questions and all that. But the same program is coming up in case those of you are like, oh, how do I join? It is coming. It's not yet open to join, but it is coming up I don't know when, but sometime this year it is coming up, probably the next.
I think, Kartika, you should do that. I know it's you have other programs, but you should do that more frequently, because
I
it's
know.
not about the program. It's about the energy which you bring to
Yes,
the
the group.
program,
Yeah.
because it's about maybe one line, one word you say, and that kind of stays with the people for years and years, and that can just transform them.
Yeah.
So it's about programs are there. I mean, programs can be, yes, of course, it's the face to face and all those kind of things which you learn in the process. Because now I know, like, it's not only I write on 1st of January. I know if I write something, if I say something, if I think something, that is going to happen. And it's not
Yeah.
only for me. I have written things for my sons, and I don't write that he should get this job or that job or this.
You keep it general.
It's yes, it is a very general that he is fulfilling his desires, he's very happy, he's very healthy, and that kind of encompasses everything.
Everything.
But even
Good
small things,
student.
if
You
I
really
write
studied well and really applied it. Yeah.
about my parents' health, like if I write that, that will come true. So it's so many things I have, and I enjoy the process. And I say people like, oh, should I do this? Let me try this. And the things change.
Right.
And it was written for other people also,
Yeah.
like whether it's my for son, my parents, my sometimes I have written for my friends. Some things are in manifestation, which is
Yeah.
fine. It will take
It will
his time,
happen.
it will
Yeah.
happen. But the things which you see turning, and within days it turn, it doesn't take very long. I
Yeah.
mean, it looks like, okay, maybe a year for someone who's looking forward, you feel that it
It
may
might
be a
be
year
long, but
or
if you look
many
at
months.
backwards, it's like, oh, it's just been a year and you've
Year goes so
17
quickly.
things out of 21. Yeah.
Yeah, year goes so quickly. And 2022, again, I have written the things which will come true. I know 100% they will come true.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. So,
Yeah.
those kind of things, like my brother, as I said, that he introduced me in 2007. And then the spiritual journey we have done, he's one in our family that who has been doing law of attraction since 2000, I think, and 2001.
Wow.
And he mentioned me one thing, that 2001, when his son was born, he promised God that he will never complain. And that thing stuck with my mind, that I've seen that person never complaining about anything. So that's again a part of the thing, that means whatever you are getting, you are meant to get, and that's a right thing. Why are you complaining? Because we complain about a lot of things. Yes, we say that you do gratitude. Yes, gratitude about the things, but the other aspect of thing
The
is,
boat, right? You have three guys on your boat who's grateful and three guys who are complaining. So the boat goes in circles and you're stuck in the same
yes,
part of the river.
absolutely, or 3 and 4, 3 and 30, what
Yeah,
what
yeah.
what
For some
question
people,
it is.
2 and 500. That's
Absolutely.
okay. It's
And
a journey.
I have been through that journey. I have been, and complaining means, like, when I was negotiating with the God that, oh, I want this, that's kind of a complaint, that if you don't give me, I won't be happy. If you don't give me this. But
Yeah, it'd
then
be
he taught me,
unfair.
and then
Yeah. Hmm.
we have every week now our meditation group, our spiritual journey. So it's so much of things have changed.
Yeah.
It's not that you have to be always there to hold hand with people, but
Yeah.
once you have kind of pushed them or put them on a track, the things
Just
evolve,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
they
And
just
also the
evolve on their
90 days, it was 90 days of things that you guys had to do. It means you're changing your brain, you're getting into a lifestyle, you're getting into a new self-concept, which was so actually, let me ask you that question. For those who are hearing, what would be your advice to them, uh, based on whatever you've learned in the courses, based on everything you've learned in your life about financial freedom? Because someone's going to click on this video because of the financial aspect. So what advice do you give them?
I mean, I see financially, you need to, again, it's all about alignment. Whatever work you are doing, whether I was working 18 hours, I was working 17 hours, I was not getting that much income. What I'm getting, even if I don't work, the money is coming to me. So, financial freedom, yes, initially you have to put your hard work, you have to put your smart work, you have to align yourself. So, it's a package. Now, when you say the 90 days program, I don't know what some people will be ready for that. I think people have to be ready for that.
Their
So it may
divine
be some
timing.
other program.
Yeah.
It may be some other of your program where you do
Yeah.
pain management system. It
Yeah.
can be anything, but it is kind of, you are working on yourself, which we never do. We work on how to learn maths, calculus, accounting. Those are, yes, those are outer things. But I would say all those things are secondary. If I talk about my qualifications, I have 2 masters, I did PhD, I did CMA qualification, but all my qualifications put together didn't give me that kind of financial things, which when I aligned myself, when I allowed things to happen to me. So you have, it's a kind of law of allowing as well, which
Yeah.
Kartika says very rightly, that you have to be, and it's kind of in segments.
Yeah.
Yes, you want to reach to a target, but whenever we start driving from one location to another location, you can't jump and reach there. It has to be in segments.
Yeah.
You go 1 mile, you go 2 mile, you go 3. So it's a step by step, and just do it.
Yeah.
Just do as you are, and financial freedom will come. Of course, you have to have a focus on the bigger target. What are your target? How do you do it? But don't question the things, why this thing is not happening. If that thing is not happening, something else better will happen in your life. So financial freedom, yes, I have, in my channel itself, I did 30 days how you need to structure yourself. But again, out of 30 days, main thing is your mindset, because financial freedom can come from any kind of aspect in life, whether you are doing some job, some business, and it's not a
Or
huge
job, business, or 1,000 other things. You don't have to be doing. You're not the doer. You're just the
yeah.
you're the receiver. You ask. Allow that to come in whatever form it comes.
Yeah, so act of allowing, that you have to be in a recipient mode, actually. You have to
To
be in a
relax.
receiving mode. So you have to allow things to happen to you. So don't pull things toward you or push things away you. It's just you have to sit and, but that obviously you have to work on your mindset.
So,
Working inside rather than working outside.
correct, correct. Because the one out, that's what you think going within and working on your emotional, because we did that in 90 Days Abundance. Also, I pushed mindfulness
Yes.
and healing and this and that and so much, because I know that, I mean, people assume things about financial freedom is just about visualizing affirmation, love letters to money. That is like surface, because you are producing positive emotions. But like you talked about the boat, underneath that there is, not feeling safe, not feeling good enough, insecure, I don't have the skills, who am I, blah blah blah. All of these things nobody's because it's like in psycho-cybernetics, which is also in your course 90 Days Abundance. It is said that having a low self-image is like driving a car with brakes on, right? Same thing, not doing mindfulness, driving a car with brakes on. Not having self-love, driving a car with brakes on. Not having belief systems that are in alignment, driving the car with brakes on. Get the brakes off and drive normally. That is the actual work. It's not the logos and the websites and it all that is like I said, surface. The actual work is this stuff. So when you do create a piece of content, it actually makes the impact versus being out of alignment, creating Instagram content or whatever content you do, and then just waiting on like chirping like crickets, like nobody cares because you don't care about yourself. You have to find your own alignment internally. That's the work. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you say like, and I, in your program also, you say very beautifully that it's one part is healing, which is either you are healing yourself, you are forgiving others. So you have to work on yourself. That's one part. And second part is gratitude. So these two, even if we do rest, everything will set in line.
Yeah.
So fun, you will get ideas, like universe will give you ideas. Universe will send you messengers. Universe will send you people. I mean, I never saw Kartika's videos for 13 years.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it came because it was a message for me.
Yeah.
It was kind of to, and that is the messages how you get from universe or from people or signs. God is not going to come in front of us and tell, oh, do these things and then you will be financially free. So once you are aligned, it may be dreams, it may be just looking at something, you get an idea, and that's all about. And then financial freedom is just an outcome, and that has to happen. There is no doubt about it once you are aligned, because we all are there to kind of enjoy the freedom, enjoy the benefits of everything.
Yeah.
But before those things happen, you have to allow those things to happen to you. You have to be in alignment. You have to be healed
Relaxed.
from
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah. And
Because
relaxed.
if the wound is not healed from outside, it is not going to help whatever you do from outside.
Yeah. It's
So
going to keep hitting
those
that
things are
wound and it's going
important.
to create bumpiness.
Yeah, those things are which are kind of importance. And that's what I mean. I was rushing for those things, financial freedom. Once I kind of settled down that those things will happen to me, I don't know how those things happened, how miraculously those things changed. Whatever I wished, whatever I asked, my books, my moving, living together with my husband, not traveling every weekend, my YouTube channel, helping financially, relationship. What else do
And you
anyone
was
want? That is what.
you were seeing the numbers like multiply month to month to month. You were starting off at, I think you said 7 lakhs and then going up to 15 lakhs and then going on
Yeah,
to sometimes a crore and then moving on from there, more than a crore. And it was happening monthly. But it's like you tap, or we say, you tap into money is there. You just need to like tap into it and like, get your share of it. It's
yeah.
all flowing. Yeah.
I think that tapping also, it just happens automatically. You don't
Automatically.
even know when it is happening. And what I mean, you are just doing what you're doing. You're enjoying the thing. I'm so much involved in thing. I don't have time to now think about, oh, this thing didn't happen. I'm so focused on what is happening and how just kind of you have to be more in love with your future rather than the past. Like
Yeah.
whatever has happened, happened. You
Yeah.
have to be more in love with what you want to create.
Create.
And you are, if you're in love with that, if you are, and that's what about self-love and your love about your life. And it's not again about, yes, financial freedom is very important, it's one main thing which we all need to have, but you have to let it come to you. It will come to you. And I now I get a lot of questions from my subscribers that I'm doing, like as Kartika mentioned, they are doing visualization, affirmations, everything. You don't have to force yourself to do, even if you are just doing as part of your daily routine. Oh, how beautiful this is, how abundant my life is. Things come to you.
Yeah, it's a very easy process. People make it like a checklist. It's like a spell, If I say abracadabra in this particular way, then only it will. It's not like that. If I do this only in that, only then it will come. It's not like there is no
Yeah,
pressure in the process of creation. It's actually the least
yeah.
effort you put into creation, the easier it comes. Because like I said, relaxation. I give a in now we're doing Healy Fest, right? Which we are almost done. We're towards the end of Healy Fest, which is such a rocking, phenomenal program. It's like the mix of 90-day abundance with LIF, with MMMC, all mixed together. And I mean, to me, as you can
Wow.
see, I absolutely am in love with this current program we're doing, Healy Fest. It's not open to join, it's closed, but it is,
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's phenomenal. The program is just phenomenal. And I was giving an analogy of, let's say God is coming to or divine is coming onto the door with gifts and he's trying to give it to you, but you're busy running around the house. You're like, somewhere, you're not sitting down and actually
Yeah,
receiving the gift. Most people are in this, I have to do this, I have to do this. I'm on that, what did they say? I call it the hamster wheel. I have to be working constantly for my business. I have to be doing this. I have to do
yeah.
scripting. I have to. They've not really figured out that you do or don't do, you're worthy of receiving. You just sit back down. Sit down. That's it. Relax. Take time. I think I was telling you guys in 90 days that the days that I actually sit down and relax and do nothing are the days that I make more money.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in 2021, when I approached you, the three things that I want to support my daughter in her business, she was doing a startup at that time and she started something. She has left that. She's not
Mm.
even doing that. She
Mm.
moved to a different thing and she's amazingly enjoying. She has amazing clients. She's doing social media marketing, advertisement and all. But if I see her journey as well, someone would say, oh, she started with medicine, then she did her master's in brain and mind sciences, then she did her startup, then she did another business. But all those things helped her so much. Like
Led
I
her to
see
this.
examples around me,
Yeah.
like she can connect the dots back that, oh, this thing helped her in this thing helped her in opening up to understand the psychology of people, how the marketing works. It's so many things have helped her to frame her or
Yeah,
to
so
make her
that's
what
another
she is
thing.
today.
Everything that you're ashamed of, that you think was a failure or you didn't do well or you left it, look for what was the blessing and the lesson and all of that. What you take, what is the good that you took back? What did it show you? Let's say you got into, you spoke about Punjab University, you got into that. That shows you that you're a great teacher. Take that from that, or whatever lesson, the goodness, take that. So you will see the tiny puzzles put together, you'll see the full puzzle piece as you
No,
look.
that's true. But that only, I mean, that's what my message here to everyone is, in a way that you can't connect the dots going forward. I mean, looking forward, it is always backward. So just trust the process. You have to trust the process, whether it is giving you very good results now, or it's not giving that what you are expecting, but it is good for you. So
Yeah,
that is the only right thing what is happening to you. Whatever is happening to you
what is
is the
meant.
right thing at the right time and the perfect thing. It can't be better than that.
Especially the emotional mental journey that you are going through, which is the thing that people resist the most when they're down, when they're low, when they're hurt, when they don't know how to process their pain. They think something is they're going backwards or something bad is happening. But that's the blessing. It has come up so that you can look into it, watch it, clear it, heal it, love it, forgive it. Whatever is coming up, that is coming up, that is the work. So that when that stuff comes out of your body, the space is there to receive a whole new reality that you, I think that's what I was saying that for Healy Fest is, you, like, she's an example of that. Would she have realized going forward 1 year down the line that her life would be completely, you said, 360 degrees different?
Yeah.
I'm 180 to be precise. We did, because 360 you come back to the same.
I know you come back on the same,
Yeah.
but you come back as a
180,
different person.
yeah,
Still
we come
fine.
back as a different person. But 180-degree different, you cannot see it going forward. You can only see it going backward. So you have to
Yeah.
trust that process, because I've seen, I mean, she's one case, but I've seen so many people, including myself, whose new life is unrecognizable to the old life. It is not, it's like two different human beings, two different timelines of life completely. And you can do that. So I think that's a good ending point for today's interview. What do
Yeah.
you think?
One last thing I would say is never say no to anything. You don't know what opportunity is behind that door. It may not look like very big at the moment, but you don't know honestly what is behind that. Or even if it is not a big opportunity, it may be there to shape you, to make you ready for the bigger opportunity. So I think you have to be just taking the signs from universe, see, open to the, again, act of allowing. You have to allow yourself or universe to give you the things. Universe is there to give you the things, whether it's ideas, whether, because you won't get a money, like money you can get as a lottery, but money comes in the way of, or financial freedom comes in the way of ideas. So you'll get ideas, you'll get people, you'll get messages. Those are the things which we have to recognize, and just then the things can get transformed automatically as soon as you start recognizing those ideas, you those messages from universe, from people, from everything around you.
I would actually add to this is, I wouldn't say don't say no. I would
Uh-huh.
say yes to, even
Yes.
if it scares you, but you know that it is something is aligned. For example, when I was growing my company, I got so many opportunities, but people said, okay, you have to quit Synchro Shakti if you need to, like, because I got once, I mean, I've got so many crazy offers, but it required me to quit. And I cannot say yes to those things, because it was, I knew deep inside that I wanted to build Synchro Shakti, and not because the same coaching talent can be used. I can freelance it and work for other
Yeah.
companies and things like that. But they were giving me so much opportunities, money, all of that. People have offered to buy these services in so many ways, but I wanted it to be just my own space. So you have to say yes to things, even if they're scary, but they're in alignment to you, your core values. But you can say no to things when they're not in alignment to your core values as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. No, no, absolutely. But what I was trying to say is you have to be open to,
Yeah,
don't say
yeah.
no before listening to the idea. So
And
maybe,
don't let your self concept bump you out of the process, because you think you can't do it. You just stop it and keep going, whether you think you can or not. Just keep going. That's a bump. A lot of people get overwhelmed. I can't do this anymore. I paid for this course and I don't think I can do this anymore. So just you, there's a reason why you paid for that course. Listen back to that reason and keep going. Keep going.
coming to the paid for the course, I mean, that was the first and the only course I did, Kartika. So far, I've never done any course. I don't know what triggered in me that I have to do this. I don't know. I never did any course before. But what I would say is, worth every penny. Like, what I've got in return is multifold. It's not, again, financial kind of thing. It's the alignment, I'm saying. It's the emotional thing. It's the relationship. It's the spiritual thing. It's the overall evolution of what I have gone through. So there's no price for those kind of courses, but anyone who can, I mean, I understand some people can't afford whatever stage they are. So free videos are there.
Free
Any
money
course
courses are
join
there.
with Kartika, that will be amazing. You have to be, because don't see that as a price attached to that. See that as what value you will be getting. And it's
Experience.
not my only, feedback or whatever I'm saying here. And it's not that Kartika approached me, that
They're
she wanted
not a paid person to come and talk about our course. We don't even know if we're launching
yeah,
it next.
she would have hundreds of people talking, even, and it's not takes the other thing I would say is that yes, I'm talking about 1 year journey, but the trigger started within 10 days. Within, it was I think 13th of December or something, the things started getting transformed within me. We started the program on 1st December.
Yeah.
So it's not that it's going to take a year that you will wake up, yes, I have to do something. Things happen within days, within minutes.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to show a remarkable thing. It happens, it takes some time, and it was done by June, July.
Yeah.
Yes, we are talking now after a year, and many more things have happened.
Yeah.
Because then once you are having little push, it is giving a ripple effect. It is going to continue. It's not going to stop. It becomes totally unstoppable. So what she is doing is making people unstoppable. That is
Yeah.
what I would say.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that about the course. I have, I take a step back always when it comes to courses, because I know that the course calls the people. The course forms on its own. I don't know what I'm teaching the next day until the few hours before the next day, that I know, okay, this is what I'm called to share. And some of the things will come like from the moment that suddenly I'm just sharing something, and then an insight will come that was exactly a question that the other person in the call was thinking about. So these courses are like you said, they're not courses. They are like, it's like a divine a connection between you and the divine. What you needed at that time is what you're going to experience. So when it is your time to come to a course and learn, because even I don't know what will come out of my mouth in certain sessions, it just suddenly it'll come.
No, that's true, because there were many live sessions. It's not that all are recorded sessions. There were many 5 a.m. live sessions, and yeah, absolutely. And I think it's, you may be saying 100 things, but people, when they take, they have to be ready. So I will take only what I'm ready to take.
Yeah.
Maybe I visit back again your course. Maybe I'm ready to take something more,
Something else.
because my alignment has to be there. Of course, you help people to bring back to their alignment, because that's what the healing process and all those things which you do in your program. But that's, I mean, it's words can't explain
I
how
know.
a course is helpful,
I know.
or it's not a course, it's a kind of a life changing
It's a
kind of things
thing.
which
It's an
people
there's
should
no
do.
that's why I find it so hard to put into words when you're marketing a course, because it's not a course. It's something that there is no human word to put on what it is for each person who enters that experience. The closest word you can use is course, but or experience. It is like
Experience.
it's like you always ask these questions to the divine, and you want to go and sit in front of the divine and present your questions and get answers. And what happens with our courses is that I come in the middle as like that channel between what you've asked for and what you wanted to receive, and what you needed to receive at that point. Because when you go, like students, even on 90-day abundance, we had 2 batches. Third batch will come here 2023. Students go back through the whole thing and then learn like a whole set of new things that they have totally missed out in the first time, and then they'll go back again. And that's why even MMMC, LIF, people have been doing it since 2000. LIF since 2018, MMMC 2020, they are still doing it. 2023, they're still going through the same, because it's not, like I said, it's not a course, it's something else. And I don't know how to explain. So when I'm marketing the courses, I don't know how, like there's such a frustration between what we know is actually happening inside the course versus the others who outside who've not experienced it, because they've seen other courses, things happening, and they don't know what's going on here. So to bridge that gap, I don't know what words to put, so I just say the course will bring the
No, I
people.
would say one more thing about your course. I mean, again, courses, or it's an experience, because it's not between you and the person who's doing, it's the whole group which is there.
Yeah.
That is the energy which is there. And I can't believe, like, because I said that was the first ever course. I'm sure there are other very good courses, but the kind of energy which was there, everyone, And it's people were starting sharing their stories within 10 days, within 15 days.
Within day, like there was like every time you refresh the page of the success story, arigato money,
And
arigato money, arigato
and
money.
and I would say another thing, that it's not that Kartika is there to give a course. I know, Kartika, you're not asking me these things, but it's just coming as a
Bolo,
fresh kind of
bolo.
idea,
No
as a
problem.
fresh kind of thing. She read every message. She replies to every message. She's there in the group. It's not her team. She herself is there. And it's kind of, you feel that 90 days, it's a life-changing 90 days, that you are there in that group, whether it's Facebook group, whether it's Telegram group. She will be there within hour, within 2 hours, within 3 hours, you will get the reply. And it's not only to your message, hundreds of other messages which are there.
Yeah.
Either people are asking questions, raising their doubts, or sharing their stories, everything. I mean,
But
hats
that's
off to
my
you.
joy. Like a lot of people, like, why can't you delegate this to your team? There are groups, Telegram groups of mine where I don't
Yes.
feel yet that because I've done my part with that group. Where my teams are there. There are groups and my teams are the ones who are active. But then there are like Healy Fest and 90-day abundance. There, like I said, these things are what divinely is inspiring is coming through you. So for me, I find a lot of passion and joy and community and love and connection in that safe group where you can be you and they can be them and we can love each other. So 90-day abundance is one of those. And for me, it's a joy. I don't see it as work. Like for me, it's like, oh, I can't wait to go and party with our people in the group, and answer questions. So it's what you were saying. When you find your passion, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like you're just having fun. Yeah.
Before you come to the closing thing, I want to say one more thing. Thanks so much for this today's talk, because this has given me another push for another few years to come.
Oh
So
my.
it's not, yeah, that's amazing lately. Like, you've spent so much time to go through my journey, and how I have changed. And even if I can touch one or two lives, I would be very happy. And this is giving me more kind of push, how I go further and how I change my life, and help other people. But if I'm changing, I will be changing other people's life anyway.
You're
Because
shining. Your light will hit somebody. Yeah.
yes, people will come in contact, and they, even without doing any efforts, it will get changed. So that is how I see it now. And thanks so much to you for that.
I appreciate it. I felt your thank you. I appreciate. And thank you for, I mean, like I said, the course calls the people. So I appreciate 90 days abundance, whatever life it had to take for calling you. But I appreciate you for doing the work, the work, quote unquote. That is the thing that made the difference. So congratulations.
I think it just
90 years.
automatically happened.
You're doing
So
it
yeah.
live, yeah. It like it's not always the exercises that we're doing in class. It's what's happening in the gaps between the exercises where it's all settling and where the changes are happening and all of that. So yeah, we can keep talking. So I think we should
I know. We can keep talking, going on
close
and
this.
on. Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
yeah, so guys, those who watched up until here, so many things to discuss. We can keep talking about so many things, but please tell me in the comments, was there any part of this talk that helped you, that gave you an aha moment, or gave you some piece of value that you can take back? If yes, type it in the chat. What is it that you took back today? What are the things that inspired you? And please thank Viba as well in the comment section for sharing her story. And of course, those, like you said, those who are meant to come are going to ask about you. So in the description, I have included our email address, and I'll also include your website. You can send me a website and also a photo, so I can put it on the thumbnail. I will put her website so you can connect with her as well. And those who are meant to come on your boat, they will feel it immediately, and they will find you. So super, I'm very excited to see how far
So
it
much,
goes.
Kartika. Once again.
Most welcome, most welcome. And
Thank you.
it was really, really a joy to connect. And I will, after I end this in recording, I will connect with you for some more time. But yes, thanks guys for watching. Thank you, Viba, for really inspiring, because we've always said, like in our copy, in our website copy, like 1 year can change your life, or you're like a real example of what 1 year can do for somebody. So Well done. Congratulations on everything. Much more to come. Much more to
Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Super. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.